And this is a second version of my Pewter setup wizard. So originally I had a lot of issues concerning the admin password because it wouldn't update, and it would give a lot of issues for um, what port and what file we're referring to. So in this version, I fixed those issues. The admin password does update, and um, it's also just a smoother experience for people who are using this for the first time. So this setup wizard is created so that people who are trying to work with Pewter locally can configure certain settings for their specific backend, right? So we have subdomain configuration, domain configuration, and their own admin password. This is specifically for people who prefer to use Docker or who would like to build this project, their own project of Pewter up in Docker, because they're not going to be able to see the dev console, right? So in the dev console, you're going to get admin user information, but for people who are containerizing in Docker, they cannot see this um, message, and usually this would have a default password of 9668FAFE, right? But because I've been running this project, over and over, I have a custom password set already saved in my files. So we can hop right into it. The domain name we can use is localhost, and we can set any admin password. I'm just gonna write something like spirit with a capital S, 15 question mark, spirit 15 question mark, complete setup. And now this has been successfully configured, but it's not gonna redirect us quite yet. I've faced a lot of issues where I wanted the project the setup wizard to immediately go to the Pewter, the standard Pewter project, but this would cause like a constant reloading loop of the page. So instead, what we can do is just stop the server, start the server again, and then return to the page, return to the exact port. So let's end using Control C. Let's build it back up using npm start. And I know this looks like it hasn't changed anything, but because I've set a password before and I'm setting a new password, this message, custom password set, should pop up. Right. So now we're in Pewter, and I've already automatically logged in, but we can log out just for purposes of showcasing the project. So admin, and I'm gonna write spirit 15 question mark. And as you can see, I've successfully logged in as an admin. If I log back out, it'll just be admin, and if I type the wrong password, invalid password, incorrect password, right? So spirit 15 question mark, and now I have admin access. So yeah, that's essentially it. I just want to showcase this in the context of updating to my previous setup wizard, because previously it wasn't working nearly as well, right? I had a lot of issues, but this is something I'm more confident in contributing to the Pewter main directory for, or main repository for. So a lot of work went into this, but if we're considering black box development, all this, we just ignore all the code. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And this is important. So if you want to reset the custom password, you're going to want to run these commands. You want to remove the setup completed file, or you can go in directly into the file directory and delete them. There we go. We want to remove setup completed and wizard config.json. And then when we run npm start again, straight back to the wizard. Right, so this is the only way I've been able to implement this so far, but I think it's a pretty straightforward way. I've updated the README and documentation for users who want to work with Pewter locally, and they'll be able to go back to the setup wizard whenever they want. So I'm gonna like make a new password this time. Let's do something like head starter 2025 exclamation point, head starter 2025 exclamation point. Please, let's to localhost. So now it's set up my password, custom password set, and we can just rerun the program project. So Control C, npm start. It'll pop up a new page, and boom, we're in. As an admin, we can log out. Admin, head starter 2025 exclamation point. And as you can see, we successfully changed our password for the admin privileges. And obviously we can go back and reconfigure the subdomain and domain configurations as well. So yeah, that's about it. I'm actually pretty proud of how this turned out as opposed to last night. So I'm gonna make that pull request right now and then resubmit this for Headstarter, and we'll see where this goes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.